if you, I mean, you guys will not believe, sometimes I used to go to home after my Friday night tuition. I used to leave at 11 p.m. of the night, and I used to wait for the bus. Those are Calcutta to Bhubaneswar bus. Those used to come, I mean, from Calcutta. I used to go with those bus. I used to reach my home, I think 12 around. So I don't know how, I mean, homesick I was at that time. So, I mean, that is one thing I used to do. Now coming to those 5 days. So now I have Monday to Friday, those 5 days. So what I was doing on that 5 days? So I used to wake up late. I used to sleep a lot in the morning. Then I used to went outside to eat breakfast. To come, either I will just open some book and read for half an hour or 1 hour, even if I was not able to understand, because I was not attending any college or tuition. So it was very tough to understand that. As I was telling, like I just transitioned from a ODI medium to this completely English part, and I was having a very tough time to understand. Like I will tell you, I mean that integration we used to have in a mathematics. Whenever that integration symbol will be there, I only knew that symbol. I mean, I am frankly saying, by the end of like close to 2 years, I was only have the idea about that integration symbol, nothing else. So those 5 days I was doing this, and I was not missing any movie. Any movie will come and release in the Baleshwar. I used to go. There was, I think, 1 rupees of cycle stand, and ticket price was 10 rupees. So I used to watch every movie. Even some movies I used to watch 3 or 4 times. If that movie is continuing for a long time, I didn't go, okay, let's go once again. Let's go once again. Okay, that was kind of the life I was maintaining at that time. I was not doing any like kind of alcohol, cigarette, or those kind of thing was not there, or any kind of love scene or something that was also not there. But I was enjoying like this. I used to go, if there is a puja, I used to go and visit all puja mandap. I used to go and eat a lot of fast food at that time. I used to go and kind of play cricket in the mess. We used to have a few people, and we used to go and play cricket outside, or even in the campus of the mess itself. I used to kind of, mobile was not at that time highly this multimedia mobile, so that was not possible. Like I will just surfing the internet and all. I used to do all these activities, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday in home. So eventually, like study part, it decreased very less. I remember there was few months, as I was not able to understand all the other topics. So every time when I have to show the other people, right, like I am studying, because there are some senior people, they used to tell, hey, Jayant, why are not you start studying? You have exam next year, board exam and all. So at that time, I will just open the English, that I will study. That's why English only I got 70 marks from 100 in the plus two. Everything else was very less. So, so that was the thing happened eventually. Now, in the first year, it come to the practical part. There will be exam in the practical. So when I went to the practical, I never attended all of the practical classes also. So now, practical mark, I think that is a huge benefits for student if you will get a full mark, or they are at least 3-4 mark less. Now the situation I was is, I was not attending the practical classes also. So now the problem is, when I went, the demonstrator who was like doing those practical and all for botany, I think this is specific to the botany. There was one lady like lecture was there. So when I went for the exam one, I think sorry, that was for the final exam, basically final practical exam. So when I went there, she basically took out the attendance. Hey, you never came, you just came 1 or 2 times, why you have not attended? So she started bashing me. Okay, now, like what I am going to tell you guys, you might be thinking like I am a very bad person, but that was me at that time, a young student who just crossed, I think, 17 of age. I mean 15 till 10, so 16, 17 was the age. First time went outside from the home to a city. That might not be a bigger city, but a city. He was very kind of homesick, and he started enjoying that little bit of city life, friends and all. So when the teacher, like the lecturer, asked why you have not came, I started building up a story. Okay. That story was, I was having a heart problem. So I had to go to Bhubaneswar for checkup regularly. So I was staying my home and I was studying there. That's why I could not able to attend any practical exam, even any theory ones. I used to come sometimes to attend few classes. So that's the problem. Then the way I told, I don't know if I should say sorry to her now, or even I don't know where she is. Then she believed that and she told, okay, that's okay. You'll be like, I mean, you'll own in this basically race. Like, don't worry, you'll be get well soon, okay? Because she believed that what I told. And I don't know how in my mind this explanation came at that time. So that's the thing I told. So anyway, all this practical exam and all, I finally got the kind of good marks there. So I mean, eventually, I mean, everything came to me now basically to pass on the theory subjects and all. So one more thing, during these 2 years, after first year, in second year when it come, I developed one more kind of characteristic inside me. I started taking leadership in that mess. Like in mess, there will be one manager for every month who will be basically coordinating all of this cooking and all the marketing and all. There will be another person who will be kind of organizer of that mess, because that mess owner, he was not staying there. So there will be one person who will be the organizer. So I don't know at that time what came to my mind. I became the organizer of that mess, I think after around second year or something. And I was totally involved in that mess. What will be cooking? Chicken should be made in kind of 1-2 times at least in a month. Fish should be there. I used to take this manager, I think almost frequently, because I used to love that, because I didn't have to study. That part I have already gone, and these things was giving me kind of more happiness at that time, because nobody was there to stop me. My fathers and mother, they were asking, okay, you are studying? Yes, I am studying. Nobody was there to have a control on me, because I came out of my home already. So now, when all of these things started, I started taking the leadership. We used to plan picnic. We used to plan Ganesh Puja in the mess. We used to plan cricket match. We used to plan going outside. There is a Chandipur beach nearby to that. So we used to go to, we used to go there in a cycle also. Sometimes we used to book a car and go there and basically have some time with friends and all. I used to kind of, outside we used to go every day to have some food, fast food and everything. So, and that movie, that was all time, like every time we used to watch that. And sometimes plan for a movie night in the mess itself. So we will basically take a rent TV and the CD machine, and we used to get a permission from owner. Okay, today we'll watch this movie monthly, at least one, or in 2 months once. That we used to do. So I was taking this leadership. Everybody in that mess was aware about me. I was kind of everyone's uh, favorite, because I used to go talk with everyone. There are junior people were coming, a lot of senior people were going. Eventually, I became the senior of that mess because I was staying in 2 years already. So eventually, I mean, all of those things started. This leadership, taking responsibility, planning, everything came to basically me as a extra characteristic. But the main thing for which I was there, the main thing which I should do, that I entirely forgot. I mean, I don't know if I used to feel guilty or not at that time when I was going to give the tuition fee, that okay, my parents are doing this income with a hard labor, they were teacher, both were teachers, so I should not spend this money like this. And my father used to come to see me, I mean, at least after 2-3 months once to there. And he used to get rice, because you have to give rice there in that mess, everybody. So I was not feeling guilty. I don't know why, because that mindset, whatever changed, the main thing I kind of felt the absence at that time is there was nobody to ask, like whether you are doing study or not. Okay, show me what you are doing. Show me what you have done in the last 1 year. So I was kind of, there is nobody, so I should do whatever I want to do. That was the kind of situation of mine at that time. So I didn't remember, like during these 2 years, I ever had a regret in my mind at that time. So finally, I mean, when the examination came basically, and before examination, I think 2 months around, I went to home, because at that time I think already my parents